Okay, kids, grandkids, whoever wants to listen to this, let's talk about your loan for your house. At some point, you may want to buy a house. It's going to be different in the future, but say you want to buy a house. The formula for monthly payment, same for the car. You see in my other video. So you got to make sure you can make that payment. Obviously, you save up for it, whatever. But since it's real estate and it appreciates in value, it goes up in value, do not pay extra on that loan. Listen to it this way. Say your loan is going to be $2,300 a month. All right, You're going to give them an extra $200 a month. So you make it $2,500 a month. All right. So every year you're going to give them an extra what, $2,400. All right. I'll make a prediction. After 10 years, what's going to happen is you're going to look at the value of your house and it's like, whoa, it's way up there. And then you're going to look at it and go, well, hey, if I refinance this loan, you see, I could take out an extra, 50 grand. I'm going to get the same, payment, maybe a little bit less. Why not, right? Well, here's the problem with that. You've been giving them an extra $200 a month for the last 10 years. Well, you gave them $24,000 over a period of 10 years. You gave the bank $24,000 and you never asked for interest on it or anything like that. And all of a sudden you want money from the bank. The bank says, oh yeah, we'll give you back your money and we're going to charge you interest on it. Wait, why? Don't do that. Just don't do that. Okay, so buying a house, to find a house in the city is going to be harder in the future. Okay, there's only so much land. The house is already there. You'll probably end up being renting if you're going to live in a city. Otherwise, you're going to pay a lot for a house. You'll probably end up having to go to the suburbs where there's still time to get a decent, house at a decent price. Now, the house you want to look for there's only three things I'm going to tell you. Don't get one that's on a hill. You're living in a northern climate here in Minnesota, shoveling those damn steps. I don't care how good a, condition you're in health-wise. Still, the steps suck in the wintertime. It doesn't matter what kind of steps are wood, plastic, metal, concrete, whatever. They're slippery, they're sliding. You got 8 steps going down to the street level, whatever. Well, that's just more that you're going to be falling or someone else. You know what I mean? So don't get one up on a hill. And then the roof line. Don't get the pyramid type roofs where you have to have gutters all the way around. Those roofs suck big time. Just don't get those damn type of roofs. Now, as for the basement, I'm going to tell you this. It's a basement. It's basically a root cellar. It's below grade because it has to be. The finished basements, everybody I've known that has bought a house that has a finished basement, it leaked at some time. The carpeting's ruined. The furniture's ruined. Don't finish off the basement. I mean, if you see a house and it's fresh paint in the basement and stuff, it's a red flag. I'd rather buy a house that's not finished off. I can see the joist. I can see all the wiring and stuff. But a lot of times what they'll do is, we'll put a bedroom in the basement. And that's the other thing, too. When they cut the side of the wall to put an egress window in, that just causes problems over time. Don't buy houses like that where there's a bedroom in a basement. That's absolutely stupid. So the future is always housing is always going to be about renting. You got these big corporations; they're buying up houses left and right. I mean, you just look at what St. Paul, Minnesota, here just did some years back. They've rezoned certain corners throughout the city. They realize that the city, this is all how much land they have. They can't put anything more on it. They're getting their money, tax money, from rental because rental is not homesteaded. So they've rezoned a lot of corners here and there where someone's going to come in. They've already done it here up by 35s. They came in, they said, hey, let me eminent domain these 4 houses right here and I'll build this huge complex. City went, you betcha. Go up there to the owners of the house and say, you're out of here. This is what you're going to be paid for it. Trader Joe's did the same thing with a couple of houses there because that's where the city needs their money. They're not going to get their money from home ownership, the taxes on home ownership. It's got to be rental. So a lot of houses in the city are just going to be torn down, and they're going to build these tower rental things. It's just the way the future is going to be. It's just housing is getting too expensive, and you're going to have these big corporations. They're going to buy housing, rent them out, Airbnb, stuff like that. Might just have to go to the suburbs or win the lottery or something. I don't know.